Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is I, your host, Mr. Sean, and welcome back to another episode of Chimera Miniatures official YouTube channel. If this is your first time on the channel, I use this channel to kind of entertain and also get some free advertising for my miniatures business. I create and sell custom miniatures, both ones just that pop into my head, as well as I do take commissions. I also make not safe for work HeroClix, as well as sell anime figurines and other collectibles. As such, there is not any kind of standard operating procedure for the content on this channel, just things I find entertaining and think I can make an entertaining video about. And today, that topic is lost media. So, while part of the enjoyment of lost media is the hunt for it, the wondering if something even exists at all, whether it be the alternate ending of Castle in the Sky, or even the internet famous Saki Sanabashi, aka Go for a Punch, both of which we still don't know if they exist or not. Ultimately, as much fun as the speculation and the hunt can be, what you really want to do in the end is we want to find these things. We want to confirm one way or another whether or not they exist. There, for a while, there was a search for a TV show that the Disney Channel supposedly was going to put out shortly after its inception about one of my favorite Disney characters, Figment the Dragon. For a long time, it was thought that many episodes had been created and somehow they'd all just gone missing, but it was determined in the end that while the show had been planned and even scripts were found, there had never actually been any episodes officially made. So what about the things that we know exist? It's really cool because there are things that, we remember and we know that they exist. We know that they are around even if we can't find them. And in many cases, there even will be documentation that these things actually did exist, just nobody knows where they are. One of the more recent pieces of found media is actually a commercial that I believe ended up being for some kind of like diet snack, where this woman goes absolutely demonic at a baby shower, and they remembered it, but they couldn't remember what it's for. And when I heard about this, I thought, wait, that was lost? I remember that commercial. I remember what it was about, but I didn't know anyone was looking for it. And that's honestly with the internet and the forums, that's what's really cool about lost media, is sometimes the only thing that it takes to find something that we thought might be lost forever is for somebody who didn't know it was missing to find out that people are looking for it. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the process of how I was managed in the course of one afternoon find a anime that I had been unaware of what it actually was or how to find it for over 20 years. So while this was not lost per se, nor was anyone but me ever claiming it was something I saw once upon a time, and I had an image of it in my head, but not enough specifics to actually track it down. I actually thought I'd found it once or twice, but it always turned out not to be what I was looking for. So let me just show you, rather than tell you, how I went about in the course of an afternoon, a very brief afternoon, figuring out what I was looking for. So basically, this was an anime that I saw snippets of as a kid, and the last time I actually looked into it was saw something on Crunchyroll that I thought might have been what I was looking for, but it turned out not to be. That was probably about a year ago. And today, the idea popped into my head to go to the tip of my tongue anime forum on Reddit and see if anybody could point me in the right direction. So this is my post on the r/tip of my tongue anime forum. Old anime shown on the Sci-Fi channel in the 1990s. So when I was a young child in the 1990s, I remember sitting in the TV room at my grandparents' house. It was the middle of the afternoon, likely on a weekend, or it could have been a weekday if it was during the summer. A show came on that, to the best of my recollection, was about a man being turned into some kind of cyborg. I have no idea what it was called, or any real semblance of the plot, and only one scene sticks out to me. The cyborg man is talking to a woman who is crying. I recall she had long green hair, but don't quote me on that. From the dialogue, I could gather that she knew the cyborg man when he was just a regular dude, and apparently he knew her father as well. They could have been a couple, but again, not sure. The cyborg tells her that due to his new form, the memories of his old life are slowly slipping away, and that once they are gone, he would likely become a danger to her, so she had to let him go. Does anyone know what this anime is? I've thought I may have found it a few times, but it always turns out to be some other show. This would have been shown on the Sci-Fi channel at some point in the 1990s. Not sure if it was a series or a film. Thank you. So not long after I posted this, user KD Xanatos came back with a suggestion.
The specific Sci-Fi Saturday anime movie that comes to mind is 8 Man After.
Now, I was pretty sure that this is one I'd looked into before. In fact, I believed this was the most recent one I had thought possibly could have been the anime in question, and that it had not been, and I actually looked it up on YouTube, and sure enough, I could not find the scene I was thinking of. So I responded to Katie Xanatos with this. Just looked at it, it's close, but I don't think it's what I saw. I will need to actually sit down and watch it, though, to be sure. Because I was really just skimming the video on a break at work, so I didn't have a lot of time to put into it. And Katie Xanatos responded,
KK, keep me updated and I'll keep looking.
But oddly enough, their suggestion was the breakthrough that I'd been looking for after over 20 years of trying to figure out what this thing I saw was. And it was the term Special Sci-Fi Anime Saturday, which I had never actually known that was like a block on the Sci-Fi channel. Especially back in the 90s, Sci-Fi had all kinds of programming blocks and really cool bumpers that were very distinct for that era.
You are watching the Sci-Fi Channel.
The secrets of the talisman remain untold. Stay tuned for more of Sci-Fi Cartoon Quest.
But for some reason, I just never heard of Anime Saturday, despite how much I watched the Sci-Fi channel. So this was, I actually ended up being able to now have another good place to start looking, because if that was an actual block of programming, there would probably be a list of what was shown. And that led me to this website called List Challenges that actually did have a list of all the anime that was shown on Sci-Fi for their 1990s Saturday anime block. Of course, the first one listed was 8 Man After, which we'd already determined was not the right movie. So I started scrolling down, and I only had to scroll down one section before I saw this one, Kaisen Robot Hunter. While they didn't look exactly like what I had remembered in my memories, it looked close enough that I thought I maybe should check it out. So once again, this entire movie is available on YouTube. And sure enough, after a quick brief search and a quick scroll through the film, I found the exact scene that I remembered. And here it is.
Don't turn away. Oh, I've missed you so much. I've searched the world for you. I don't know how many times I've come close to dying. But I knew I'd find you someday. We were meant to be together. You saved my life at Castle Promise, but then you left me there. Why, Tetsuya?
I am not Tetsuya. The Tetsuya Azuma you once knew is no more.
I don't understand you. Who are you?
I am nobody. I barely even remember the person I used to be. My past is lost due to what I've become. This body standing before you is his supreme achievement, a hybrid of robot and man. I am Tetsuya no longer. I have given up my past and my very humanity in order to redeem my father's name. I'm sorry, Luna. I'm a thing of circuits and cyberchips, not flesh and blood. I can't even be sure how long the memory of Tetsuya Azuma will remain alive within me. Once it's gone, Luna, it's dangerous for you to be with me. Neither of us knows what I'm capable of. I may prove no better than that murderous Black King.
Stop it! Stop pushing me away. You've no right to take on the troubles of all humanity by yourself. Here, look.
Now, yeah, there were a few differences. I didn't remember the cyborg man looking the way he does, and again, I remembered the girl having green hair, but that was definitely the dialogue that I remembered. So I reported my findings to KD Xanatos. Just figured it out, found the list of the Sci-Fi Saturday anime. I didn't know to search that term. It's called Kaisen Robot Hunter.
Damn, that was my second guess. The green hair is what threw me off, because the heroine is blonde.
Yeah, that was probably either the fact that 20 plus years have passed, or the colors on my grandparents' old-ass TV could have been off, lol. And ultimately, that's it. Case closed. This anime has been found. Sure, it was only lost to me, but it's something that I had wondered about what exactly it was for over 20 years, and it just took, letting the right people know you were looking for it, and boom, it was found in under an hour. Who knows how many people out there could have access to something that the whole Lost Media Wiki community is looking for, and they don't know that anybody is even after it. But in order to find what you're looking for, it's just like when you're in a store. You have to ask somebody. Because I asked a question to the right person, I was able to find something I'd been looking for 20 years, hadn't been actively searching, but it had been on my mind, in under an hour. And for all the bad that the internet has given us, the ability to find these things with the help of other complete strangers is truly one of the greatest gifts the internet has ever given us. And that's really all I have to say about it. This video was short and sweet, but I hope it gave you a little bit of a example about how something can go from lost to found simply by asking the right questions, and kind of a condensed and sped up version of how lost media can be found. As always, if you enjoy these videos, please click the links, check out my minis. The more minis I sell, the more videos I make, but also if you don't want to buy a mini, please like, subscribe, and be sure to comment. You know what? For today's comment, give me a piece of lost media you would like me to discuss on this channel, and I might do like a deeper dive into it. Let me know what piece of lost media you would like to hear me talk about on this channel in the comments, and maybe it'll be in a future video. But until such time, I'm Mr. Sean. This is Chimera Miniatures' official YouTube channel, and I hope you alpha great day and an even beta tomorrow. Bye-bye!